Hello there, I didn't see you. I can't see you really because you're watching a YouTube video, okay? I can't see you. So, have you ever heard about Pokemon? It's a story about a 10-year-old kid who started his journey to become a Pokemon master. If your answer is no, you're probably living under a rock or something. Pokemon is so worldwide, everyone know about that. Even your parents know about Pokemon. They can name some Pokemons like Pikachu, and that's it. But do you know it's an anime? What is anime, you ask? Well, that's what we're gonna discuss in this video. Hey my senseis, this is your Otaku Orange, and today's video we're gonna talk about what is anime. Now, to understand anime, we have to look 3 points of anime: the history of anime, the art style of anime, and some little terms of anime. So, without extending this video to 10 minutes, let's get into it. In December 2004, Natsuki Matsumoto, in University of Arts and expert in
iconography,
was contacted by a dealer. That dealer said he has some old film and some projectors from an old Kyoto family. In that collection, there were 3 projectors and 11 films. In one of those films, there was a film named Katsudo Shaishin, based on the manufacture date. On those films, Katsudo Shaishin is from 1907. The film is pretty short, only lasting for 3 seconds. In this film, there is a boy who writes 4 kanji words on a wall and tip his hat. It's a basic animation in 1907, but we are looking too deep, so we have to take some step back. It's whole decade later we get a solid piece of animation named Namakura Gatana. In Namakura Gatana, there was an animation style used cutout animation. In cutout animation, animators cut out objects and move them around, which look like animation, which was cheap and affordable, but not good as sale animation which other countries are using back then. In 1923, there was Great Kanto earthquake which destroyed a lot of the animation and pushed the industry quite a bit back. So as Disney evolving, Japanese animators think, boys, we need to catch up. Many animators start using celluloid animation. In this animation, there was drawing on cells, which is transparent sheet, which was quite a bit expensive, which was good quality as cutout animation, and still anime was government-funded project. After the war, Momotaro Divine Sea Warriors came in 1945, and beside more propaganda commissioned by the Navy, it was Japan's first feature-length animated film. And then, in 1948, a Japanese studio came, Toei Animation, which is still open today on making this video. In 1958, the first color animation named as Hakujaden came. This pushed the Japanese industry quite a bit, the world of like Disney. And in 1958, Osamu Tezuka, the father of anime, joined Toei Animation and started working on Boku no Son Goku, or Son Goku, the Monkey King. After he left away Toei Animation, he created his own studio, Mushi Pro, a company who included the first female animator in Japan, Kazuko Nakamura. Before 1958, you have to go in theater or you have to own a projector to see animation. But then television came and changed everything. The first anime aired on TV in Japan is Mold Adventure. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the Japanese name.
モグラのアバンチュール
and it was around 9 minutes long, and its series released in 1960. But Orange, what about the modern anime? Well, we can all recognize this anime named Tetsuwan Atom, such as you know, Astro Boy. Osamu Tezuka and Mushi Pro debuted this anime in 1963, Tetsuwan Atom. It's about a robot boy who fight crime and other superhero kind of stuff, you know? It was based on Osamu Tezuka's famous manga. On this time, anime have never been on TV as half-hour time spot, and Osamu Tezuka evolved a technique of animation which was half-hour animation. So Osamu Tezuka innovated and designed a technique known limited animation, which means the part of the body which is moving has to animate and all thing has to be stopped, and write storylines and manga, so you didn't have to go along. Astro Boy was a huge success, and if we put Lady Gaga in front of Astro Boy, they look quite a bit same. You know what I'm trying to say? The evolution of anime is too fast, and anime became a part of Japanese culture, and then 1970 came, which some people refers to golden age of anime. In 1970s, the world have an explosion of anime. The evolution of VHS tape came. Because of VHS tape, people can watch anime wherever they want and anytime they want. And another thing evolved in 80s, the CGI. And I know, that time CGI animation was not good, but that's just the beginning, I guess. And at that time, CGI wasn't used frequently. And Goldo 13 was the first anime used CGI. They only used CGI for planes and they're circling to the skyscraper. It was the first use of CGI in anime. And in that time, anime was not only thing which is expanding in Japan. Games were expanding too. And yeah, light novels. And I know in that time, manga and original stories were there too, but video games and light novels becoming more popular too in Japan. But just like every time, every good thing got fucked up because it's doing good. In 1991, Japanese economy crashed. Budgets cut back, many anime studios closed, but still anime live. And Studio Ghibli released their latest hit, and some other anime came like Sailor Moon, Neon Genesis, and yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon was released in 1997. It was a whole new world where anything was possible. It's another world. There's anything is possible. And by the 2000, anime start to experimenting with themselves. And some long-running series like One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach had manga, movie, merchandise began and still continue today. And Spirited Away took the Oscar in 2002. And of course, there was internet. VHS tape and TV shows did good, but internet came and changed everything. And look at that, the market crashed again. And this time it was American economy which brought the world on his knees. The guidelines and fine license, which providing huge revenue for anime. And anime seriously blow up like Hiroshima. Now everyone gonna kill me for that fucking joke. What the fuck is wrong with me? In 2006, 159 anime has been created. And I'm gonna leave it here, the history of anime, because the most important stuff is done. And if you still wanna know the history of anime in much more detail, I provide you a link in the description of a playlist which I use in this video for this history of anime, but I did my own research too, don't get me wrong, okay? And that's it for the history of anime. The art style of anime is quite a bit complicated because there are some animes who look like Western cartoons and there are some Western cartoons who look like anime. And I'm just gonna tell you, anime doesn't have a specific art style. The father of anime, Osamu Tezuka, he said he get his inspiration from Disney and he never tried to create a specific art style which don't have reality, because there are sometimes people saying anime doesn't look real. It's not made to look real, man. So I'm gonna try to explain you what anime art style is. And a lot of people don't understand anime because they only seen Western shows or Western cartoons, and when they see anime, holy shit, he got some big eyes, yeah. And most anime shows is specifically aimed at young children. Now, anime is not made for children. I think. Well, anime is made for children too and adults too, which we're gonna discuss in terms of anime. If we're talking about those animes who look like cartoons, Panty and Stocking is the best example for that. I don't know, have you seen it or not? If you watch Panty and Stocking, you know the art style. It's slightly anime, but it's look like Western cartoon. And this is the best example, which means anime come in many different ways. Panty and Stocking is obvious because in Panty and Stocking, they make Western jokes and do a lot of Western things. But Panty and Stocking never made for West, I guess. And any animation made in Japan is not anime either, because there are no sense and limiting in the art style and in the genre. And if we talk about Western shows, like Legend of Korra, which clearly have anime influence, but it's not anime. Stop telling me it's an anime, okay? In Legend of Korra, the character design is clearly anime, but the fighting scene is Western, which is creating a culture blend. However, if we argue Legend of Korra is slightly anime, it's just pointing out how same they look. And yes, some anime shows have Western influence too. Shows like Afro Samurai, which have Western influence, which made to look slightly Western style. The issue is, considering Legend of Korra is anime, isn't the things which make difference from anime, which is the idea anime defined by looking a certain way. If a Japanese cartoon have Western influence, we still call that anime. And if a Western show have anime influence, I see no reason to agree it's look like anime. And a lot of people cite the fact Legend of Korra is highly animated in Korea, which is true for a lot of anime, but it's true for a lot of cartoons too and Western shows. Like studios in Korea, Philippines, Thailand, and some other places which I don't know of, do a lot of in-between work for a lot of anime and cartoons around the world. Legend of Korra specifically made for broadcast on TV and for English-speaking audience, and then translated in other languages. Just like a lot of anime is made for Japan, and then later it's got dub or sub, so now Western fans can watch that too. However, shows like Afro Samurai, Space Dandy, and aforementioned Bigo 2 is made for Japanese fans and Western fans too. Once you start to looking of the background and intentions of different anime productions, it's get harder to determine what goes where. That's why it makes a lot of sense to look creator staff of the behind of the show and simply look where the show first released. If it's a show made by a anime studio in Japan and after that it released somewhere else, then it's probably anime. And if that made by American studio and released in American television, then it's not anime. American directors have to work on for Japanese studios, and Japanese directors worked on Western shows like Adventure Time. Still, it is complicated which thing is which. But I find that is no point of arguing, because if that show is good, that's only thing is matter. And do you know in Japan they are hardcore Western cartoons fans, but they are not much, just like Indian anime fans. They exist, but not much. But wait a second. There are some animes who have different art style from other animes. What I mean by that? If we look Saitama from One Punch Man, he don't have the crazy hairstyle, no detailed eyes, but still it's anime. I mean, there are some animes who have different art style and look completely different from other animes. That means anime doesn't have a specific art style. And that's it for the art style of anime.
不安ばかりが先走って勝手に駆け抜けてく感情がもう行く後咲いてしまってて愛したまま
Now there are a bunch of anime terms, but I'm gonna give you some basic anime terms. The first term is shoujo, which means specific anime who targeted at girls. Example for shoujo anime is gonna be High School Host Club, My Love Story, Sailor Moon, and Powerpuff Girls. The second term is shonen, which means opposite of shoujo. That means anime who made for specifically boys. Examples like Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Beyblade, Digimon, and Ben 10. The third term is lolly. Yeah, I'm gonna be telling you what is lolly. Lolly means an anime character who look underage, but she's over 18. Officer. And if you have a weird feeling for these characters, that's gonna be called lolicon. I forgot the number, so we're gonna look to the next term. The next term is shota, which is opposite of lolly. Just like lollies who are underage girl, which is not underage, they look like underage boys, but they are over 18. Sometimes. And just like we learned from lolly, if you are into shota boys, you're gonna be called shotakon.
Wait, did you just say sort of cunt?
No, I said shotakon, not sort of cunt.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna say again, they just look underage. They are not, they are over 18. Officer, please, can I please leave? The next term is harem. And I know it's an Arabic word. Someone told me that on my Instagram. Thanks for that. Go follow me on Instagram. Harem means they are a person on earth, which is the most luckiest person on earth and most unluckiest, which make not any sense. Which means they are one anime character and there are a bunch of girls who fall in love with that character and now that character have a harem. Examples like High School DxD, True Loveru, Monster Musume, Day to Life, Sabita Bhabhi Ki Kitabe. And it's complicated. No, it's not an anime, I'm telling you, it's complicated. And I'm trying to get my own harem too, but I don't know how, so any of you can tell me on comments, so that's gonna be a lot of help. And the last term is fudunari. Fudunari means they are girls who have katana in their pants, but they have the shield too. I'm trying to not get age registered, so you just have to take my word. That's mean girls with boys thing, okay? But they have their own thing too. And now you are probably thinking, why Orange discussing this? Because I know a lot of things about fudunari. What is wrong with me? It's getting hot here, man. And that's it for the terms of anime.
अंधेरे जो बढ़ रहे हैं उनमें कर रहे हैं हम प्रॉमिस मैं किसी को अपने रास्ते में
Okay, I just finished editing this video and I realized I didn't record the ending part, so here I am. I just want to thanks to Ozark Howling Wolf and wearedow. I used both of those creators' videos to explain some stuff in this video. And I asked those creators, but they didn't reply, so I'm sorry. Please don't copy strike me. Please just don't. And I want to give a big, huge, legendary thanks to Anupama. I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. She drew me this avatar, which you are looking to right now. So thanks, Anupama, for this character. I did some change in this character, so please don't be mad. And please guys check out her Instagram. She posts some amazing art on her Instagram and I think she got a YouTube channel too. I'm just gonna link everything into description, so just check out the description, okay? And I think that's it for this video. So thanks for watching everyone. Please like and subscribe and I'll see you all you beautiful sunsets in the next video. Bye bye.